Guys, welcome to Table Talk. You know how the show works, and if you don't, it's real simple. We get your topics on the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter. My name's Steve.
Oh, hey,
I'm Sam.
you didn't have to do that.
You get too mad at me when I do stuff.
Guys-
It's mouth noises and nose noises I don't like.
This episode of Table Talk is brought to you by Domain.com. Now, that site is all about when you're feeling excited about wanting to start your own website. If you're like, oh man, I want to make a site all about dog barkings, and I want to put up WAV files of all the different dogs barks I've heard in the neighborhood, you can do that. You can go to Domain.com. You can even use .ninja at the end of your address. You could be like dogsounds.ninja or like dogsounds.expert even.
It's your one-stop shop for domain names and all your web hosting needs. They got many different extensions for the end, like you were saying.
Yes, sir.
And you can save 15% on your domain name. On your domain name and your web hosting needs if you use the coupon code SFNERD.
One of you guys is
checkout.
eating a delicious
I have a cough
Ricola.
drop.
Man, that stuff is better than candy.
Thank you, domain.com.
These are sugar-free though, because I'm
It
trying
smells
to
good.
maintain my dietary needs. You know, I've been working out a lot, guys. I don't know if you know this, but I am not able to work out when I'm sick, so I feel like real bad. I feel like I'm doing a bad boy thing.
A bad boy thing.
Happy Valentine's
I don't do the whole
Happy
sick
Valentine's
thing.
Day.
I thought about it once and I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. So I quit.
You quit being sick? How's that working out for you then?
I've intentionally coughed in all of your food.
Weren't you sick
For the past
recently?
couple days.
You were sick recently.
Nah.
Guys, Valentine's Day just happened over the weekend, and if you're like me, you hate it at all, in every way, and you did not have anyone to share it with. But it's a holiday that we cannot deny or ignore. It exists, and unfortunately, it's in our faces constantly.
This Valentine's Day, I spent it with 12 women named Natalie.
They were all named Natalie? Did you go searching for all women named Natalie?
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to have this fantasy that I would meet a woman named Natalie in a Barnes & Noble's. They say if you put that out into the universe where you want it, you'll get it. But where you at, though, Natalie? All right? I'm going to go and drop a whole bunch of books. I'm going to keep dropping them until you come up and be like, oh, I'm British or something, and I want to be with you forever.
Wait, I thought you did get them.
I mean, yeah, Natalie, all 12 of you. I
Can
dropped 12
suggest
books.
something to you?
Yeah.
Put out a Craigslist ad and say like, calling all
Calling all
Natalies. Come to the Barnes & Noble in Santa Monica on the promenade, right?
Yeah.
And so that we can have a lovely Valentine's Day. I need 12 Natalies. No more, no less. We're going to have a great time. I'm going to buy you all dinner. That could be expensive. You should consider what you're going to do with those.
Well, if I
bucks.
take them all, like, okay, you guys all got to order off the dollar menu, I can afford $12 menus.
Which dollar menu?
Yeah, which one?
McDonald's.
So you're going to get them all burgers or fries, not burgers and fries.
Yeah, you pick
Well,
one.
they could share.
One if you can have a Happy Meal is when you get a burger, a fry, and a drink all for $1 each. Who got a text message?
I just got an idea, actually.
Oh,
what
yeah?
if you told them that what if they want the Happy Meal toy? What if they all want the Happy Meal toy?
Well, I'm saying
12 Happy Meals isn't that expensive. You make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Haynes
Well,
makes
it's
a lot
worth
of
it if
money.
I'm getting love and we're nurturing each other.
Guys, buy this damn poster so that William Haynes can afford to buy
Please.
women some damn food.
What do you think that would be like, honestly, if you had 12 girlfriends? And it was like there was no jealousy or anything, and there was nothing like that.
It would be a total shit show.
It would
Wait,
be.
no, there's no jealousy. There's no jealousy.
It doesn't
though.
matter.
I
That's
don't
12.
want
That's
that.
12 different personalities. 12 different senses of humor. 12 different food interests.
Let's say they were all the same and talked in unison. They were just all different
close.
girls.
That sounds like a
Oh.
shit show. That sounds like a
They
nightmare.
all looked different. They weren't related, but they were just. You'd be like, you make a joke and 12 girls would laugh.
ha, ha, ha,
Yeah, and like when they all can't breathe, laughing, they're all like, all at the same time.
So you have your own studio audience
at any point.
that are all screaming in unison. I don't think I'd ever invite you and them over anyway.
No, and then you get in an argument with them, and it's 12 girls yelling at you.
And they're all mad about the same thing.
Oh my god, that's a nightmare.
Yeah.
They could kill you if you pissed them off hard enough.
And
They
they're-
could kill you. They would plot to
And
kill
they're
you.
like,
really
they
quick.
get real mad at you, and they're like, I'm going to my mom's house, and they all run out the door, but it takes a minute. for
yeah,
them
and they all
to
get in one car. They
Yeah.
drive off.
Which Natalie drives?
Graham CM on Reddit asks, what is your idea of a romantic date? I need ideas. Love you guys. My idea, I gotta be honest with you, my idea of a romantic date involves building Legos, and watching a movie together with snacks.
Like romantic or like a fun date?
Well, I mean, look, my idea of romance is slightly different from what you would say is the social norm, I think. Because the normal romantic thing to do would be to take a nice lady out to a nice dinner, candlelit, a little champagne, a little bit of fancy food, maybe on the waterfront, some nice dress up. But I'm not really into that kind of stuff. I'm bored of that stuff. That stuff's been around for centuries. Let's do something a little different. I want to take a girl to laser tag.
I never thought of that.
I want to take a girl to laser tag.
I'll steal that from you.
I want to do something a little different. I mean, I don't know if that's romantic, but like, I will hold
That's your
hand.
ideal date.
I'm talking, yeah, I guess I'm talking more about an ideal date. Ideal
Okay.
date is to build Legos together and watch like a horror movie or like Labyrinth or some kind of.
That's
I
fun.
enjoy the movie thing. I really like. It sucks for any girl. If any girl ever actually likes me, it's gonna suck because I like sitting around a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
There
if
are
I'm
girls
not,
that like sitting around.
I only like coming to work or doing other work-related things, and then going home and sitting down a lot. Like, that's just like as I say, I go home, sit in the dark, and wait for the next day to start. That's my ideal evening. Just sitting around waiting for the next day.
There are plenty of girls like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of girls that are like, I want to go out, I want to dance, I want to party, I want to drink, I want to do that. But then there's the girls that are like, I just want to curl up
I'm
with a
too
good
old for
book.
And I like that too. I used to be very anti that when I was younger and closed-minded. I was very anti, go dancing. I was like, man, people who do that are dumb. That's not true. That's not true. There are people who do that every day.
There's something wrong.
There's something wrong with
Yeah,
them. But if you want to do that every once in a while, don't feel like you're breaking the nerd code or you won't be this type of smart person anymore. You can do that because Steve and I have done that multiple times. It was
Yeah.
Be
hilarious.
who you want.
Will and I go and cut up the dance floor in a completely ridiculous way all the time. Whenever I'm on the dance floor, I'm dancing like a
Has it
maniac.
got me a Natalie? No. Has it got me a Steve?
Yes. Till death do us go home.
Death do us go home.
Ideal romantic date, Sam?
Ideal romantic. I guess I would like to do stuff at the beach. That's always
The beach
fun.
is nice.
The beach is nice. You kind of like, you don't need to be too fancy because you don't get sand in all your crevices, and so you just wear something nice.
See, I don't like being
on the
hot.
beach.
But
I don't
at
like
night,
being
you
hot.
go at
No,
night,
at
like
night.
at dusk.
Is
or
that
something.
illegal?
What,
No.
to be on the beach at night? Well, don't be dumb.
You can
Don't
go
in
when the sun's
water.
going down. Go to
Yeah.
Santa Monica.
Think how pretty that is.
Walk
the
on the
sun's going
pier.
down.
Yeah, it's nice.
You eat lunch or dinner because it's night.
You have it set up there. You got your friend Rufio to go set it up before you guys get there, and he runs away.
Yeah, then he runs away.
You go and get yourself some corn dogs.
Then you
and
go-
you sit down and you have a great time on the beach.
Yeah, then you go on the pier and you go on the Ferris wheel.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You
What's that?
On the first date?
make out. This is not the first date. This is a romantic ideal date.
You get squid with her on the first date?
You give a girl squid on the first date?
Why do you guys think my foot's been in a trash can for the past
You
couple
put
of
it
minutes?
there.
Because you're comfortable with where your leg is? What if you found a girl, Will, that is just like you in the sense that she likes to sit around?
Uh-huh.
Careful with that. There's a lot of my gross, snotty tissues in there.
Uh-huh.
What if you found a girl that was like into your strange ways? She liked to stay in most of the time, but also liked to go out and party.
Every once in a while.
But like everything else is like a negative. That's hard, because that's what's out there. That's what you're dealing with in the single world. I
Yeah.
feel like. It's
Yeah.
like you're finding these like connections.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people. I feel like. Yeah. I couldn't reiterate what I was going to say.
Me too.
I'm excited for you to meet the exact opposite of you.
I have.
Wait,
I've
no,
met them
but
a
you
couple
guys
times.
actually like work really well.
They say
Like,
opposites
really-
attack.
Yeah, they attack.
I've met a couple girls that are very different than me, and I still like them, but they're like, nah, I just rub my eyes. After if I get sick, I'm gonna pretend like I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole time I'm gonna pretend like I'm not. My eye is itchy. My eyeball that I touched is itchy.
Good.
That's me getting infected.
Good.
Probably should have stuck your foot in that trash can.
That's right, because when I
make
get
a
home and I
mess.
lick my boots. Naru Kono says, how
No,
much?
you gotta. Oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna read it in Japanese.
Naru Kono could
Just switch to English.
How much of your money are you spending this Valentine's Day?
Oh, none.
Uh,
Zero money.
How much does it cost to sit and look at your laptop?
Look, I know that you guys know that there's things going on in my life that I don't need to specifically get into, but like even when years ago when things were on the level for me, I was still not into Valentine's Day. I've never been into Valentine's Day. I think it's a stupid holiday. You don't need it to tell someone you like them.
Nerd rants.
What's the question?
It is a nerd rant.
How much money are you gonna
should I or
how much money are you going to? I mean, look, if for some reason at the last minute there is someone that is interested in doing something, then I will probably spend a normal amount of money.
I need to let a girl know.
When
I don't think I'll
meet your ideal girl, it's gonna be so weird,
She's
man.
gonna be so
You're
strange.
gonna sit in an empty room with a bed, a sheet, and a lamp.
And we're gonna talk about stuff.
You're not gonna talk. You're gonna sit there and stare at the picture of Gandhi.
I need a girl that is gonna want like a bag of Funyuns. Like I want a girl that I can come home with a bag of Funyuns, and that's the equivalent of flowers.
I don't think I'm ever gonna get married, but if I was, I would never buy a girl a diamond ring. I would never ever. I would never ever. I don't agree. I don't like jewelry. I don't do jewelry.
It's not for you.
But you know what? There's that whole blood diamond thing.
Yeah.
There's that whole blood diamond thing, and those people dying trying to mine those diamonds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ricky's waving at us over here with his hand smiling.
What are you?
You ever seen that Kanye? Heard that Kanye song? Diamonds are friends.
Have you ever heard that song? I've never seen a diamond in the friends. I'd cut my mouth on, but it's way opening in a movie.
I know you like a dog in the shrine of your life, and I talk to
dialogue.
your friends, and I can sharpen my knife. I don't believe in jewelry.
Those no postcode envy. Cause everybody's like gold chains, bottles, sucking on chicken wings, cold cheese, gold plate, going out to concerts.
Can you imagine who sings that song? Lord. Can you imagine if Lord was like, she sees this really excited friend, and she like brings him on the stage to sing. Gold chain, gold
plate, drinking all the fun stuff, hanging out, friends, and looking at all stuff.
I'm sorry, this is so bad.
After this video, there's something that exactly happened like that at Beyonce's show. There's a
excited
white girl. She's just like,
no.
And then like she put the mic in her mouth, and she's like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I have seen that one.
I've seen that. It's amazing. We need to look at it when we're done.
Look it up. It's real good.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
We're on the show.
I know. We can get this out.
That reminds me though. I went to a Hannibal Buress show recently. With a friend of mine.
Beyonce.
With a friend of mine, my friend Morgan, and he like did this thing where he like started doing crowd work, and he asked, I don't remember what he asked her because we were standing in the front. He was like, "What'd you think about that?" And she couldn't say anything. And for the rest of the night, she's like, "I choked. I should have said something." I'm like, there was nothing you could say.
Yeah.
There's not like there's.
It's all good.
Is this it?
They can't see it. There's no point in it.
They'll hear it. Alright, that's it. That's really funny.
Can you imagine if anybody loved you as much as that girl loved Beyonce?
Yeah, oh my god. Beyonce didn't read the crowd well.
Here we go.
I don't think we're gonna use it.
It's just hilarious.
We're so sick, it's so gross.
I know, we're like. Did we answer that whole thing?
I don't remember what it was.
Shoot. How much money are you gonna spend on Valentine's Day?
Tito. Anthony
McLean.
on Twitter, Anthony Ramos writes, "Who was your very first Valentine? # be my SourceFed."
I don't know, man. You know.
Something? Oh.
Hold on. I had those stupid situations in school where, like, now that I think back on it, it was like all of our parents trying to make everybody happy. It's the same shit with those fucking, like, AYSO soccer things, or like when you're in sports as a kid, like everyone gets a stupid trophy. Like everyone gets a trophy. Even if, like, I got a trophy.
On Valentine's Day, like everybody gets vagina.
Everybody gets vagina.
Yeah.
No, it's like the same thing, and it's all parents that are sitting around going like, my son shouldn't be included, shouldn't be not included in the award of getting a trophy, because if one person gets a trophy, that's gonna make my son sad and emotional distress. So the same shit happens with parents in schools. At least when I was a kid.
That was a mom.
That was totally
That was a good mom.
At least when I was a kid, I will never be able to do it again because I'm sick and it helps to. I can only do that voice now. But when I was a kid in Catholic school, everyone in class was required to buy Valentines and give them to everyone. There was not. I wonder if it was one of those things where it was like they don't want to get kids to think about love and potentially like kissing and like because it was a Catholic school. But like everyone in the class, was it the same for you guys? Everyone got Valentines.
You didn't have to, but my parents did. Like, here you go, here's your bag of candy.
Right, just pass it out.
Pass it to everybody. I'm like, but I hate like half the people there.
Yeah.
So?
Yeah, I'd be giving them to the bullies and the girls
Spider-Man
that were like
candy.
mean to me.
Why do
Yeah.
bullies even exist?
Huh?
Because kids have they have a
I
problem
can't
with
believe-
self-esteem.
I can't believe I let kids do that to me when I was younger. I wish I could go into my younger body now, and I would make fun of them so hard.
Yeah, but most kids
Yeah,
are
you'd be the
projecting.
bully.
Most kids have.
I'd be the new
most
bully.
of
Yeah,
the
you'd be the
bullies-
new bully.
Most of the bullies are projecting their terrible lives onto you, and some of them actually come from an abusive household where they're abused consistently at home, and then they come to school and they have no power. They finally have power at school where they don't have
It's not
power
okay.
at home.
The way
It's not
you
okay,
help
but
them-
that's one explanation.
Don't give them a Valentine. Don't give them a Valentine, and they'll be like, oh, maybe
Oh,
I should
look, there's
rethink
another
my
Yeah,
life.
thing that hurts them.
exactly,
Yeah.
and that's just gonna it's a chain reaction. It's like dropping the pebble in the pond, the
Ripple
ring, the
effects.
ripple effect.
Your hand is too close to my face.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My first Valentine.
So I had no first Valentine. My first legitimate Valentine was maybe the first girl I kissed, which I've already talked about.
Susie Crabgrass.
Hey, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I loved Susie Crabgrass.
Why is that a familiar
That's from
name?
the show Ned's a Classified School Survival Guide, and she's her name is
did you just say?
Christian.
It's a Nick show.
Christian something.
Not to brag, but whoever this girl is that her image pops up right now, I got a haircut one time, and I had to take my glasses out because I'm blind, and I put them back on, and I realized she was getting a haircut right next to me, and I was like,
She's goddamn beautiful.
Wait,
I think
who?
she's on The Walking Dead.
She's
She's
on Walking Dead. She's on Walking Dead.
What?
Dead.
You know
The
that
skinny
girl?
white girl?
You know the white girl on The Walking
The
Dead?
skinny annoying one?
Christian Serratos. Christian Serratos.
The one who's annoying?
Damn.
I'll show you later.
Damn. Damn. I want 12 of her. No, just one.
She's that skinny blonde girl?
No,
not
no,
blonde.
she got black hair. Brown hair. Not
Wait, is
blonde.
she a new character on Walking Dead?
I've never even seen The Walking Dead.
Because I haven't seen this last season, so.
I don't know. I don't think I had a Valentine, but whenever I think of Valentine's Day, I always think of that Simpsons episode. Do you guys watch The Simpsons?
Oh, I choo-choo-choo.
I choo. Yeah, that's because Ralph is the best character on The Simpsons. And he's
You
like,
would say that.
choo-choo.
I love Ralph
Choose
Wiggum.
me. Ralph is me.
Yeah, Ralph is definitely
Yeah,
you.
Ralph is me.
My favorite Ralph Wiggum moment is when he's like, they're in class and they're like, all right, class, time to take a nap. And he's like, yay, I get to dream. That's where I'm a Viking. And then he goes to sleep.
Sorry, really quick. In the Simpsons movie, when Bart is skateboarding naked and he runs by Ralph and he's like, I like men now.
Oh, yeah.
Continue.
That is so
Who's your
funny.
first Valentine, Will?
Who's my first Valentine? I can only think of this one girl, but I think of this memory all the time. Every time I have to write a letter or something, like do something with an envelope on it, because I remember I bought her a Valentine, and you know they give you one special Valentine in the box.
Yeah,
And I
there's
wanted to
one
give it to-
deluxe one.
Yeah.
The rest are just the ones that pass out to the other
Yeah,
kids.
I wanted to give it to her, and on the back, I put it in an envelope, and I remember on the envelope where you're supposed to write their name, I wrote my name so she would know who it was from, and my parents were like, you dumb idiot, that's where you're supposed to write her name. And now every time I have an envelope, I think of that memory.
That's actually kind of funny.
Every time. This happens like once a month. I'm like,
so she got it.
Moment.
So she got it, that girl, saw that Will, and then put it on your desk.
There it is back to you. I think I scratched it out. That was 2nd grade or something.
I just thought about something when you said about parents having to include every kid.
Yeah.
You know, did you guys ever have birthday parties? I didn't have a lot of birthday parties when I was a kid.
Oh,
when
yeah.
I did, it was like, you gotta invite everybody in your class. And my school is huge, so you have 2 classes for every grade. So we had to invite like 60 kids to one party, and I don't know who they all are, but they're all in my class, and you don't want to feel included.
See, I must have been stupid or something because I didn't care about any of that stuff.
Wait,
because,
what?
You watch in the movies about how the kids are all sad. No one invited me to your party.
No, I didn't care either.
Or like, no one came to my party. And it's like, I didn't care. I don't know if it's because I was stupid, but did you care?
Oh no!
I didn't care at all.
I didn't care. I'm like my parents. I remember my parents always throw my sister. I was gonna say something sad. Never mind. Keep on. I have some stuff that I think is funny, but people think it's sad. I remember like I remember when I was like my sister always
go to your birthday.
No,
parties?
my sister always had birthday parties, and one time I asked my mom, I was like, "Why do you guys always throw my sister parties and not me parties?" And she was like, "Cause you don't want that. You don't want anybody to come. You don't want."
You don't though. That's true.
I mean, like, okay, 2 dudes came out, did a good job. Like,
yeah, I didn't. And honestly, like I'm a very social person, and I like to have a big group of people around all the time. But I remember being a kid sitting at those Chuck E. Cheese tables with like just filled with all these kids that I did not give a shit about, going like, why is this fucker enjoying my cake? Why is that fucker eating my pizza that my parents paid for? Like, this is bullshit. You don't care if I got a Ghostbusters
Those are my tokens.
Yeah, you don't care if I got Ghostbusters color forms.
And then you got to share your tickets to buy a toy for him too. It's not even your birthday, motherfucker. Get out of here.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, Billy. Did you finish the orange soda? Because I think that it's my birthday. I want all the goddamn orange soda.
I'm sorry, Billy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Billy. Was it your birthday? I forgot it's your birthday. Go ahead. No, here, have my slice of pizza I'm not done with.
Thank you, Steve.
Fucking Billy.
I liked it a whole bunch.
Billy is a shithead. All right, here we go. Sabina, this is the last one. Sabina Lishais says, which holiday is the most pointless?
This one. for me personally, this one.
I don't know, but then there's like National Pant Day or something where you gotta wear your pants.
I assume she means the ones that people actually know.
Like, what are of the major holidays?
I got a sad story for all of them. I'll be honest with you.
Man, I do too. I think everyone does.
Everybody's got
for
a sad
every
story
holiday.
For
Oh yeah.
But I got
St.
the
Patrick's
most for
Day?
this one.
You don't
Yeah, look, dude.
Oh yeah, man, I got pinched so hard I turned green.
Well, guys, we all agree Valentine's is the most pointless one, Sam, unless you got something else.
Talk like a pirate day.
Talk like a pirate day.
So pointless.
Whatever, it's fun. It's just, but it's one of those things where it's like you don't have to do shit. Nobody's expecting you to give them something or some kind of sentiment, or like they're not like relying on you for anything. It's just a fun, stupid thing. And whoever does talk like a pirate day anyway.
If they do, I don't like it.
It's fine. You know what? You want to talk like a pirate today? That's your business. If you're gonna get mad at me for not getting you flowers or candy or some shit because you think I don't love you or something, then that's bullshit. Because love comes in many different ways and
stopped paying
is
attention.
showed in different ways.
I
not
would
just from
start
flowers.
thinking about something else then.
Material things. You agree? You think Valentine's Day?
Whatever
is the most
Steve
fun?
said, hell yeah. And everybody who disagrees, you stupid.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching Table Talk, and where we talked about holidays and Valentine's and all that dumb shit. If you guys want to add your topics into the bowl, you can use the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter, or you can go to reddit.com/r/SourceFed, go to the appropriate thread, type in your things there, and maybe it'll get to us. Maybe we'll read it. It doesn't matter who it is, but we will.
Thank you once again to domain.com.
Thanks, domain.com.
Make sure you check them out.